conference. Jacob Klappa, also one of the leading scorers in the conference, and leads the Orioles with nearly 16 a game. The toss is in the air, ball winds and aired, and won by Aird, and the Vikings start with possession. They work it right across your dial as you hear it and I see it. Up top, Aird will crank a straight on three, get it blocked by a Ballwins, ball loose on the deck, and the senior all-conference quarterback controls for the Orioles. Orioles again left across your dial, and as you hear it and we see it, Bryce Nemeth. Coach Saberlook, last year their goal was to try and slow the game down and get good shots, and what you're seeing here is a little bit of Princeton offense, and we've got a whistle away from the ball. You talk about Princeton offense, you're talking about 5 men out, and the stoppage of play, it looks as though Will Aird caught an elbow or something through the lane as some blood was drawn, and that'll get a substitution early off the bench. That'll be in the person of Eric Schmitz, a sophomore at 6'1", about 4 points, 2.5 rebounds per game he brings from the bench. And that'll get a quick spell there.
WTCX ribbon.
So again, quick pause here as Aird is helped off the floor, and he will be tended to. I believe we have an official timeout here. Trust us with your home comfort in every season. Contact AirTech Heating, 924-6742. Stop at AirTech's new location at 251 Griffith Street. Bryant and AirTech, doing whatever it takes. Also coverage tonight presented in part by Edward Jones Financial Representatives. They are Dan Sprader, Ben Birchie, Pam Tollison, Steve Millen, and Doug Shireman. Again, the winner of tonight's game will play Friday against the winner of the 2-7 seed game, that between Laconia Spartans and St. Lawrence Seminary. Laconia finishing second in the Flyway Conference behind Kettle Moraine Lutheran. You look at how the conference played out this season. There were, you could argue, 3 to 4 different tiers of teams this season. You had KML, who until last week was unbeaten in conference, had won 14 straight until the final conference game of the season at Fond du Lac Springs. The Ledgers beat them on a last-second shot, 58-56, to give them their only conference blemish. They lost only 2 times all year, the top-ranked team going into that game in Division III. And then you had Laconia with a couple of losses. Springs, a loss behind them, and then you had Winnebago Lutheran and Omro at 7-7. Then you had North Fondy, these Orioles here, along with Mayville and Lamira. We're back to action. And again, out there, it'll be Eric Schmitz as Aird is on the bench for now. Nemeth, right side. The pass works for Anthony Duell. Again, North Fondy dropping 1 guy into the lane and weaving 4 guys out and around the baseline corners. North Fondy played this game relatively well for 2.5 quarters in a matchup at North Fond du Lac last season, but could not shoot the ball well enough. There's a dribble drive, and the shot is missed underneath by Tyler Tilkey. On the drive, underneath, there goes Edwards. He drops it from 15, no good. Battle for the ball on the baseline, tapped out of bounds, and it's last touched by North Fond du Lac. Looked as though it was Klappa. Well, Klappa and Ballwins, 2 of the 3 seniors for the Orioles, missed the early portion of the season. Klappa the first 6 games, and Ballwins the first 14. There's a quick entry, 3-ball in the air and money. Mitch McFarland drops the triple. And the Vikings first on the board, 1.5 minutes into the opening quarter. It is tough when 2 of your 3 best players are not on the floor, and then it takes you the second half of the season just to develop that balance and that flow as far as the rotation that you want to set. And then your season's over. There's a baseline hook, nicely done by Ballwins over the top of the shorter defender in Eric Schmitz. Ballwins with a deuce, 3-2, 2 minutes in. Belk above the free throw line. Drops low, Schmitz, quick post, going glass, and he drops it in over Anthony Duell. So Eric Schmitz again in place of Will Aird, who caught an elbow barely 40 seconds into the game, is on the bench. 5-2, 2.5 minutes into the quarter. Straight on top, Klappa. He'll work it off to Nemeth. Posting down low, Ballwins squeezed by a triple team, loses the ball. Schmitz up with a loose ball. Out ahead to McFarland. McFarland, a 3-year starter as a junior. He has started every season he's been on the varsity. Belk posting, strong drive, spin move going glass with the right hand off the left block. And there's the height that we talked about, and Coach Saberlick's concern. They do not have guys do the Orioles that can match up physically, especially height-wise, with Belk and Aird down low. Aird was a big problem for North Fondy off the bench last season. Crossing over is Klappa. He's pinned by a double team. He'll leave it for Duell, who dribbles across the arc. There's Ballwins above the arc left, backing out. Ballwins has some height advantage on Schmitz defending him there. 4:40, 7-2 the lead for the Vikings. Ballwins across the lane, right hand, pretty kiss off the glass. Mitch Ballwins with 4, both buckets for the Orioles. Strong take, McFarland dribbling through traffic, pinballing and going glass in 2. McFarland with 5, 9, 4, 4:20 left opening quarter, the Vikings lead. Ballwins initiates. He'll leave it for Duell. Duell, Belk. To no avail, sticking the foot out on the bounce pass. Tilke, skip to the corner left side. All alone, the 3 is off the iron by Duell. 1 and done, McFarland the board. Halfway through, 5-point Viking lead. Passing left side, Reeder posting left to Schmitz. Ballwins hems him in on the baseline. Reeder. That was Edwards, check it. There's Reeder on the right side. Up top off the screen. Edwards dribbling, and we've got a hand check foul out high. Looked as though it was on Nemeth. That's the call. Bryce Nemeth, his first, team's first. 3:44 left opening quarter, 5-point Viking lead at 9-4. So it'll be an inbound side court. Reeder into McFarland, who will trigger. Tilke on him defensively. There's Edwards down low. Cut off, Reeder, baseline, dribble drive, pretty move and a kiss off the glass and a timeout called, 20-second style. 11-4 Viking lead, quick timeout for us. Back in 30 seconds on TCX.
They have 4 timeouts remaining.
Are you ready to lock and roll? That's right, lock and roll. Prices are on the rise, but you can keep your auto costs from going up. Lock in your rate with the new rate protection endorsement from Erie Insurance. And you'll have the same premium year after year until you make a change in drivers, vehicles, or your residence. Rate protection from Erie Insurance. To learn more, contact us at Jackson Call Insurance.
Just one call to Jackson Call Insurance.
Quick drive down low, Edwards drawing contact, and he'll be fouled. And again, they are going to whistle Nemeth. That is his second and the team's second. And that'll get a substitution off the bench for Coach Saberlick. It'll be in the form of Dexter Hoff, a junior at 6 foot even. So at the line is Edwards. He shoots at 65% from 15 feet uncontested. He misses the first. Dexter Hoff in, and that'll get Nemeth on the bench with the 2 fouls. And a substitution as well for the Vikings, Noah Lorenz, a freshman at 6'5", about 3 points a game. Back at the line, and Edwards brings the rain and splits the pair at the line. 12-4, 8-point lead. And also into the lineup for the Vikings, Jordan Calkins. You heard Coach Hoffman reference him as far as a guy that has filled an important role. Will Aird also checks back in after checking out early in the game after catching an inadvertent elbow inside of the first minute. Little tighter man defense out above the 3-point line by the Vikings, and a near steal body down. Ball did not track out of bounds. Everyone down, still no whistle. And I am surprised that they did not have to blow the whistle earlier. They finally did, and the possession arrow is going to send it back to North Fond du Lac. You almost saw a rugby scrum on the other half court. Then it moved to the other side, to the right side of the half-court line on WLA's side before the whistle blew. It'll be Tilke inbounding. And Baldwin's one of the taller players that North Bondy can run out there, but he's kind of guard forward labeled because he's one of their main ball handlers. There's Klappa, and he missed the first 6 games, but led the team in scoring at just shy of 16 apiece, and he can shoot it when he gets hot. Corner left, trying to shake his man, right past the defender, Reeder. He draws contact and a foul. And he'll shoot 2. It was a shooting foul. 2:20 left opening quarter. And they call that one on Calkins. That is his first and the team's first. So Klappa at the line. He's 86% from the stripe. And the announcer Jinx kicks in immediately. He misses the first. But again, Klappa's a guy who can shoot it as he hits the second. And it'll bring Joe Herrawig in as well. So Coach Hoffman already going 9 deep for the Vikings. 12-5, 7-point WLA lead and possession. So it'll be Herrawig the trigger into the half court. Mid-post aired, Baldwin's on the squeeze. Up top to Calkins, around the left. Trying to take his man is McFarland. He gets on the baseline, steps on the baseline, turns it over. Just over 2 left in the opening quarter, 7-point deficit for the Orioles with possession. McFarland out there along with Tilke, Wrights, Klappa, and Dexter Hoff. You heard Coach Saberlick say a lot of those young guys, Hoff, in that mix, who had to learn some hard lessons early in the season when Klappa and Baldwin's were out of the lineup. Baldwin's posting, a little hook from the baseline, aired defending, missing the shot, 1 and done. Another rebound cleared by the Vikings. 100 ticks left in the opening quarter. Herrawig up top, aired above the arc. A shake by Herrawig, trying to lose Klappa, can't do it above the arc. Posting is aired, getting low and giving it up baseline up top. Dribbling, McFarland saw the lane open, aired, step back baseline 3, money. Tough to guard when the big guy can not only pound it low, but can stroke the 20-footer. Aired with his first field goal. It's a 10-point lead as we approach the minute mark. And the Vikings won the 2 matchups between these 2 teams, the most recent by 10 plus last Thursday. Klappa tries to answer baseline left, can't do it. And just as the Orioles collected an offensive rebound, Tyler Tilke could not control his feet, stepped on the baseline, Viking ball. That'll bring Travis Reeder back in the lineup. McFarland will get a spell here with his team up 10 with just under a minute left in the opening quarter. Herrawig will control. He's got Calkins, aired, Noah Lorenz out there, along with Reeder. Calkins and a whistle and a turnover. Looks like a foul off the ball called on the Vikings. And that is the case. They call that on the freshman Lorenz, his first team's second. 10-point deficit in possession for the Orioles. It'll be Baldwin's to walk it in. Reeder will pick up Tilke, and Aird has Baldwin's defensively. Straight man by both teams for the most part here. Klappa enter the post for McFarland. I should say that's Baldwin's, handing Klappa straight up. Hoff. He'll bounce for Baldwin's up top, 22 seconds. He'll crank the 3 in front of Aird. He misses long. Long rebound down for Calkins. He'll work it into the half court. The Vikings with a chance to take the quarter's last shot. Lorenz. There is Herrawig working with it. Calkins around the right, Aird, who just dropped the triple from about that same spot. 3 seconds, dribbling with a left hand, a whistle with a 2.5 seconds, and a foul whistled on North Bondy. And they call that on Hoff, his first team's third. So now we get substitutions. It'll be Bell and McFarland back in here with his team, that being Jeremiah Hoffman, head coach, and the Vikings with a chance to get a catch and shoot here to end the quarter, up 10. So it'll be Reeder to trigger under the basket baseline. Basically time to catch and shoot. Reeder in to Herrawig, cranking 3 at the horn, no good. And we go to the second quarter, 15-5 Viking lead from WLA. We're back for the second quarter after this on 96.1 TCX. You can do a minute here. Give me a minute here.
We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out, do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up.
Jackson Call Insurance, sharing knowledge and building trust since 1956. That's just not a tagline. That's a standard we use in every customer interaction. I'm Mitch Call. Insurance is nothing more than a piece of paper and a promise. At Jackson Call, we make sure that piece of paper covers your exposures, and the promise is we'll always be there when you need us. At Jackson Call, our solemn oath is simple. At all times, we will provide you with the most comprehensive and competitive product available for you, your family, and your business.
Second quarter Division III Boys Regional Quarterfinal Playoff, 96-1 TCX, WLA 15, North Fond du Lac 5. Stewart's Landscape and Garden Center. Think ahead, think spring. It is time, it's March, you can think spring. Visit them at stewartslandscaping.com. Starting five back out for WLA in the persons of Travis Reeder, Mitch McFarland, Tim Edwards, Will Arid, Ryan Belk. They start with possession here in the second quarter. Mid-post is Belk, right side. Driving, spin move into traffic. Wild hook with a left hand, and he drew contact and a foul. Again, Aird and Belk are X-factor size-wise. They do not have a match in orange for the Orioles.
Number 5, Hayden Wrights is first.
As Hayden Wrights commits the foul, his first in the team's fourth. Belk at the line, he'll shoot a pair. Belk missing the free throw. If the Orioles could keep it close, this would be a place they could make up some time. The Vikings as a team struggle a bit from the free throw line. Belk under 50%. As I said, he missed the first. Second one on the way. He splits the pair, one of two. 16-5, biggest lead of the evening for WLA. Again, the winner gets the winner of the 2-7 game between Laconia and St. Lawrence Seminary going on concurrently tonight. WLA lost twice to the Spartans. Posting right side. Missing the shot was Wrights and batted around loose. Controlled initially by Edwards, and ball was pickpocketed, knocked into the far half court, and picked up by the Orioles. Ballwins will initiate. There's Wrights, defended by Belk. Tilke with an isolation left side into traffic, draws contact. The shot was blocked, but too much body underneath and a foul. They call it on Mitch McFarland. His first, team's third. It's a shooting foul, as it'll be Tilke at the line. And he's at 83% from the stripe. His toss on the way perfect. That's something, again, we talked about the free throws for the Vikings being a bit of a challenge. The three guys that get there for the Orioles do it pretty well. Tilke and Klappa specifically over 80%, as Tilke hits a pair. Ballwin is under 70%. But really at this level at high school, you're thinking 70, 75% and higher in general. Reeder starts the offense. There's Edwards, down low McFarland. Bumper pooling underneath, missing the shot. Klappa out with a loose board. A minute and change into the second quarter. 9-point lead for the Vikings, Oriole possession. Tilke with McFarland in his hip pocket. Bryce Tradick checked in at the dead ball. He had it between the circles. Ball wins. Klappa head fake to the free throw line. Tilke almost too hot on the pass. Corrals the loose ball. There's Tradick. Now with it Wrights. Wrights looking to hand. He does so to Tilke. Minute and a half into the second quarter. Orioles, again, that talked about that Princeton offense, trying to go five guys out, just kind of run one guy through the lane, see if you can get a back door and see if you can get a defender to overplay. They've gone away from that at this point, as you got 2-3 bodies in orange now down below the arc. Now they clear it out, nearly went over and back. Klappa controls near the circle, trying to shake his man in Reeder. Can't do it. Bounce for Ballwin's above the arc. There to defend him at the three-point line. Both those guys will shoot the three despite their size of 6'4" and 6'6". Spin move underneath Wrights, gives it up. Klappa found himself open, but a whistle and a travel. Klappa looked like he wanted to pass it, but as soon as he looked to pass, that second defender coming over left him and thought better to shoot, but couldn't quite collect it and turned it over. 5:50 left, the opening half. Reeder controls the offense. Vikings pack it in. Belk at the high post at the free throw line. There's Aird off the screen. He'll leave it left for Reeder. Up top, McFarland around to Aird. Isolated right past Baldwin's. Contact basket and a foul. It counts. They left Baldwin's in arrears, and Baldwin's the only guy that can remotely match him height. Forget about it if you got to have a guy at Klappa's size at 5'9" drop down. Hayden Wrights was the guy committing the foul, his second. So Will Aird at the line, he's got 5, and the free throw bangs in and out. Rebound, put back, that's easy. Mitch McFarland, nobody boxed him out. Aird missed the free throw, but 2 for the price of 1 for the Vikings, and they make it a 20-7 game here in the second quarter. Tilke with McFarland on at the three-point line. There's Klappa. Reeder with a hand in his face. Wrights. Belk at the three-point line defending. Tilke. Orioles working patient, but they're in danger of this game getting out of contact here in the second quarter. You heard Coach Saberlich talk about the last matchup less than a week ago. The big problem for the Orioles there was the fact they could not put the ball in the hole. There's Klappa with a teardrop in the lane. Nothing but net for Klappa. Klappa's first field goal, it's 20-9. Quick jumper, left side baseline, no good by Edwards. Battle for the board, ball out of bounds. Last touched by the orange of the Orioles. It'll remain Viking ball. And Anthony Duell back in the lineup, as Wrights will sit for the Orioles and Coach Saberlich. Reeder inbounding. That pass tapped, controlled before the over and back. McFarland shakes on Tilke, dribble and a pass to Aird. Long baseline left jumper, bangs it home. Will Aird, that's twice from deep he has hit. Aird with 7, 22-9, 4:20 and change left in the first half. Baldwin's to start offense for the Orioles. That has been a problem, especially when those two guys, Baldwin's and Klappa, were out of the lineup. Straight on, NBA 3, Klappa off the iron, battle for the board, tapped by McFarland and controlled by Belk. Actually on the tap was Edwards. Vikings control. Trying to drive his Reeder. Klappa had him cut off initially. Trying to run a two-man screen. Nearly lost it on the baseline. All of a sudden he's wide open, bangs it home, going glass. Travis Reeder with nifty footwork on the baseline. His first field goal whistle. Timeout Orioles. They trail it 24-9. Just under 4 left in the half from WLA. We're back in 60 seconds here on 96.1 TCX.
140 seconds to 60 seconds.
Two things you only dreamed would come together. A delicious cheesy quesadilla wrapped around a beefy burrito. The new Quesarito from Taco Bell.
It's the Winter Chill event at Van Horn Hyundai of Fond du Lac, Northeast Wisconsin's Hyundai Giant. Lease Vista launch for only $159 a month with 0 down.
Or this Sonata for only $186 a month with 0 down.
Or this Santa Fe for only $269 per month.
And we'll cover the maintenance for the term of the lease.
Giant savings, giant selection on the state's largest Hyundai inventory. Because don't know you, sale ends on Saturday at 5 p.m. GoVanHorn.com.
.351 left, second quarter. WLA and North Fond du Lac Division III Boys Regional Quarterfinal Playoffs on 96.1 TCX. Out of that Oriole timeout, they possess it. Working is Baldwin's, forcing the jumper under duress from 10 feet, no good. Quick board and out with it is Tim Edwards. At the free throw line cut off. There's McFarland passing to Aird. Can't get Baldwin's in the air, he'll wait. He'll find McFarland and hand to Reeder. He'll restart the offense. Klappa trying to stay in his hip pocket. There's Edwards. Aird up top. Rotation for Reeder, looking to post. There is McFarland posting down low, quick jumper, dancing off the iron. Rebound underneath for Anthony Duell. 5 minutes gone by, second quarter. 15-point lead for the Vikings. Slowly pulling away here already in the first half. Baldwin's baseline left, spin move in, fading hook, banging in and out. Good set, just could not finish the shot again, one and done. Edwards posting his air, a lot of contact underneath. Baldwin's basically giving him a hug, and they finally whistle it. And a foul on Baldwin. Kind of a matter of time, as Baldwin just never even had his arms up, basically was putting them both on his waist, asking him to dance. Substitutions for the Vikings. Eric Schmitz checks in the lineup. He switches jerseys from 20 to 32. He's joined by Calkins and Herowig back in. Calkins will inbound baseline, 2:40 left in the half. He'll fling it deep to Schmitz. And a step over steal at midcourt. Ahead of the pack goes Klappa. Scoop with the right hand going glass is good. Klappa with 5, 24-11. Quickly back baseline. Nice pass, block right from Calkins. He'll fling it high on the left for Herowig. And the post entry lost by Aird. All of a sudden he gets banged around. Klappa and Baldwin's tie him up. And that is the 17th foul on the Orioles. Kind of inadvertent, but either way it's a foul. Aird lost the ball and went on the deck. And all of a sudden, Klappa saw it down there as well. Klappa's first, team's 7th. So this is 1+1 for Aird. Aird at 73% from the line, the highest percentage among the regulars for the Vikings. Aird is good on the first. He's 1 of 2 from there tonight. Substitution again here for the Vikings. And this will be in the person of Noah North, his first action off the bench for the Vikings tonight. Aired back the line, a 2nd of 2 is perfect. If you're a scorer, one of the things that generally works for scorers is they get to the line and make free throws. Aired, no exception. Backcourt pressure broken, Tilke pulls up mid-post, 15-footer left side, no, again one and done. Nary an offensive board tonight for the Orioles. Quickly back the other way go the Vikings. And there's a step over, knocked away, near steal by Tilke. It tracks out of bounds, and it'll stay Viking ball. 26-11, 2 minutes and a second left in the first half. And this is a matchup that the Vikings have owned in the last 5 years, losing only once in 13 games. That loss was here 3 years ago. Quick drive. Tough angle on the scoop underneath by Herowig, missed the shot. Rebound underneath for the Orioles. Quickly ahead, there's Klappa trying to shake his man baseline. Pretty move with an underhand scoop, kiss off the glass, 26-13. Klappa's got 7. Front court, there's Schmitz above the arc to the top, Aird. Around the left is Herowig. North with it, baseline left. Aird left alone off the screen, cranks the 3, nothing but net. His second trifecta, this one from up top. He's got 12 already, averages 14 a game. Step over steal in front of Tilke by Aird. Aird takes it coast to coast, gets the shot altered a bit. He misses and rebounded by Baldwin's. A minute left in the second quarter. Baldwin's pinned side court, near 5 seconds, and he forces the pass, stolen ahead by Calkins, and he goes up and cannot finish the deal. Rebound put back Wild is no good. Third chance, Aird forcing the issue. He misses the shot, ball out of bounds. It stays with the Vikings. They'll get a 4th opportunity out of the mess. 29-13 with 45 ticks left in the half. The lead for the Vikings slowly inching away here. Inbounding Herowig on the baseline. He and Aird play catch. Herowig back with the baseline, tries to shake Klappa, does so all the way to the rack. Double clutch, no. Put back by Aird is good. You just cannot give up 5 consecutive looks at the hoop. That is what happened. Aird has 14. Full court pressure broken, high off the glass is Klappa, missing the shot again, one and done. Rebound ahead for Calkins. The chance for the Vikings to take the last shot, leading 31-13. Close to intermission. Up high, Klappa, tight in Herowig's hip pocket. Viking fans wanted contact. North with a spin move, throws up the hook, dancing off the iron. 3 seconds left. Looking up is Tilke, 3/4 court heave on line, and no good. We've played a half, and the Vikings go into the locker room with a comfortable lead at 31-13. It's the Badger Tire halftime show. We'll come back get you caught up on what's going on around the state and the nation, and we'll get your first half stats, totals, and more as well. We'll return to WLA in 3 minutes at the half. 31-13, Vikings over the Orioles on 96.1 TCX.
Homeowners have long relied on us for the best in flooring. Now we can design beautiful and functional cabinetry for you too. We have cabinetry for any home or business that can fit any size budget while providing the best in style and design. Every day, more and more people are choosing not only flooring, but also cabinets and countertops from FloorQuest.
There's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination, next to Steins in Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and online at floorquest.net.
Are you ready to lock and roll? That's right, lock and roll. Prices are on the rise, but you can keep your auto costs from going up. Lock in your rate with the new rate protection endorsement from Erie Insurance. And you'll have the same premium year after year until you make a change in drivers, vehicles, or your residence. Rate protection from Erie Insurance. To learn more, contact us at Jackson Call Insurance.
Just one call to Jackson Call Insurance.
We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out. Do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up.
I've made to quickly and easily check my account balances.
We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out. Do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up.
it is no holds barred with anybody being able to negotiate. Of course, the big news as far as the NFL is concerned, coming out of Philadelphia with the Eagles, reports saying LaShawn McCoy's been traded, and a couple of their big key starters have been released for likely cap purposes. That's the big news there. A few other games of note in the area as far as the boys' playoffs go tonight. A handful of these games at the half. Other Division III action going on the other side of this bracket. Kiel and Sheboygan Falls, another matchup, conference matchup that between EWC teams. Kiel at a 28-22 lead at home as the 3-6 game there. Kiel the 3, Falls the 6. That's at the half. The Raiders by 6. Also at the half in New Holstein, the Huskies over the Chilton Tigers 32-26. The winners of those two games face each other on Friday. Also Randolph at the half over Beaver Dam Wayland Academy 28-21. Laconia, who gets, or say the Laconia and St. Lawrence Seminary game, that 2-7 game will play the winner of this game tonight. If it's Laconia, it'll be at Rosendale. If it is St. Lawrence, it'll be either here or at North Fondy if the Orioles are able to come back. But right now the Spartans in command at the half at home over Seminary 47-21. Also Cambria Friesland over Fall River, that one 19-17 at the half. A timeout and back with the second half here from WLA on the Badger Tire halftime show. 31-13, the Vikings will lead over the Orioles. Back after this on 96.1 TCX.
Jackson
2.5, go 2.5.
Sharing knowledge and building trust since 1956. That's just not a tagline. That's a standard we use in every customer interaction. I'm Mitch Call. Insurance is nothing more than a piece of paper and a promise. At Jackson Call, we make sure that piece of paper covers your exposures, and the promise is we'll always be there when you need us. At Jackson Call, our solemn oath is simple. At all times, we will provide you with the most comprehensive and competitive product available for you, your family, and your business.
Two things you only dreamed would come together. A delicious cheesy quesadilla wrapped around a beefy burrito. The new quesarito from Taco Bell.
It's the Winter Chill event at Van Horn Hyundai of Fond du Lac, Northeast Wisconsin's Hyundai Giant. Lease Vista launch for only $159 a month with 0 down.
Or this Sonata for only $186 a month with 0 down.
Or this Santa Fe for only $269 per month.
And we'll cover the maintenance for the term of the lease.
Giant savings, giant selection on the state's largest Hyundai inventory. Because it's all about you. Sale ends on Saturday at 5 p.m. GoVanHorn.com.
Homeowners have long relied on us for the best in flooring. Now we can design beautiful and functional cabinetry for you too. We have cabinetry for any home or business that can fit any size budget while providing the best in style and design. Every day, more and more people are choosing not only flooring, but also cabinets and countertops from FloorQuest.
There's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. Next to Steins and Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and online at floorquest.net.
Actually, we got 30 seconds left before we tip here, so if this one ends, come back after this one. All right. You can find them in Mayville, Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, and New Holstein. Teams switch ends. North Fondy right across your dial as I see it, you hear it. The Vikings across it to the left. Controlling his Tilke right wing. There's Klappa. Klappa had 7. And he pulls up at the free throw line and misses the shot, but draws contact and a foul, and he'll go to the line where he shoots it at over 80% for 2 free ones. Travis Reeder has whistled his time scores. Kiel and Sheboygan Falls in another Division III regional, 28-22 Raider lead. New Holstein and Chilton getting ready to start the third quarter. Huskies lead the Tigers 32-26. Laconia 47-21 over St. Lawrence Seminary. Winner of that game gets the winner of this game as Klappa hits 2 free throws. Make him 3 of 4 from the line. A little pressure at midcourt. Klappa tight in Reeder's hip pocket. 31-15 after the free throw makes. Down the lane, going glass and rims it in. Nicely done, Travis Reeder. Worked his way through traffic. He's got 4. And they trade 2-pointers. Do the Vikings and the Orioles here to open the quarter, 40 seconds in. Posting down low is Duell. Trying to leave Belk across the lane. Ballwins, Aird fronting, baseline left, quick 3, triggering and down for Bryce Nemeth. Nemeth, his first 3 made this season. Nice time for it from the corner, 33-18. Dribble and pass from McFarland. Back to him from Reeder. Posting left is Belk. Belk with Ballwins on him, spin move, short jump in the lane off the front of the iron. Offensive board underneath by Reeder. You can understand giving up offensive boards at times to the guys who are 6'6" when you don't have the height to match it, but he's a shorter guy, that being Reeder. He got in there, hip check all over the place as Ballwins hanging on Reeder, and the foul is called on Ballwins. Ballwins is first, the team's first. 15-point lead for the Vikings here, and it'll be Reeder inbounding under his basket. And they're going to make sure they got the right person. Yeah, they called it on Ballwins. They just double-checked. Initially, confusion was that the foul was Nemeth, and that's big, because if it were him, it would have been his 3rd. Inbounded McFarland, 15-foot jumper off the iron. Again, Reeder an offensive board back-to-back on this trip. Down low, teardrop in the lane, no good by Edwards, and it's cleared by Tilke. There's an exchange like that at the end of the first half that cost the Orioles points. There's the jumper. That one, friendly roll, is in by Tilke. Tilke's first field goal. That cuts the deficit to 13. The question is, can the Orioles play defense? Nearly lost, and Klappa, I should say, they're going to call the foul on Reeder. Reeder whistled, and it was nearly stolen by Klappa. Reeder got it back and then took his arm and basically gave him a hook. And the offensive foul is called. Klappa in the corner. Reeder hand in his face. There's Nemeth. A dribble and a pass to Duell. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Orioles can cut the deficit to 11, 10 with a triple. Dribbling Nemeth. Down the block right side, Duell, 18-footer baseline right, misses the shot, bodies down, ball loose out of bounds, and it was last touched by Ballwins. There have been precious few offensive boards by the Orioles. And when you're not shooting over 40%, the points are not going to tally very quickly, and they're at 20 at almost 20 minutes into this game. 5.5 left. Dribbling McFarland, a jump pass aired, baseline right, 18-footer off the iron. Good box by Tilke, nearly had it pickpocketed by Belk. He'll re-corral. Crease midcourt, there's Nemeth in front of the Oriole bench and Coach Saberlich. Baseline drive, Ballwins, Aird cuts him off. Nemeth, dribble and a bounce pass to Tilke. Tilke back in the corner, Nemeth, same spot he hit the 3 before. This one is a different result, an air ball. Rebound taken by Belk off the deck. He'll hand it to Reeder. Reeder with Klappa like Velcro on his hip. Reeder down the lane, forcing the issue. No on the shot, but he draws the foul. And again, Klappa called his second of the team's second of the half. And that'll get Hayden Wrights off the bench for the orange and white clad Orioles as Duell will sit. 33-20, stuck there the last 45 seconds. Reeder will trigger baseline. He'll flip it up at the elbow to Aird. Aird down the lane, another whistle and another Oriole foul, and they whistle it on Ballwins. That is his second. Actually, it's his 3rd. I checked that. That is big. Their best player gets his 3rd foul, or one of their 3 best. Nemeth out. And in to the lineup. An entry pass is good. Camp him out. Ryan Belk, left block, lays it in. His second field goal, he's got 5. Back to 15 is the lead. Tilke triggers to Wrights. Nearly stolen by Reeder. It is in front of Klappa. Klappa gets down to pin him, hands it to McFarland, and he leans into contact, draws the foul on Wrights. McFarland, I should say that is Edwards, who checks to the free throw line. Wrights commits his third, so now you've got Baldwins and Wrights with 3 fouls each. And you wonder if Baldwins is going to stay out there as the free throw is good. Bryce Tradick in, and Wrights will sit. So Edwards hits the first. He's 2 of 3 there tonight. The lead is 16. Back at the stripe, the second toss is on the way and perfect as Edwards brings the rain. He's 3 of 4 tonight. 37-20, the Viking lead. Tilke into the half court. He'll leave it underneath for Josh Tilke, who checked in at the dead ball, his first action. Driving is Tyler Tilke, and he draws contact out high and a foul on the Vikings. They call that on McFarland, his second and third on the Vikings this half. There's already 7 fouls whistled in less than 4 minutes of play in the third quarter. Handing Klappa. Klappa cut off at the wing. Pinned in by Reeder. There's the younger Tilke, Tyler Tilke, with a left-hand dribble, now trying to shake McFarland. Tough jumper under duress, 10-footer, no good. Boxing and taking the board is McFarland. McFarland shoulder shake on Josh Tilke, below the free throw line. Kick out all alone, cranking 3, Edwards, back of the bracket. Good box by Baldwins, and the loose ball taken underneath by Josh Tilke. Tyler Tilke pinballs into traffic, Aird cuts him off at the elbow. Straight on Baldwins, cranking 3, book it. His first triple, his first field goal since the first minute and a half of the opening quarter, and we get a foul away from the ball, and that is Klappa. And again, his third. Now you've got Wrights, Baldwins, and Klappa, 2 of those, the last 2 mentioned, seniors, with 3 fouls. Eric Schmitz checks in, and Jordan Calkins in for the Vikings. 37-23, we're at 3:41 left in the third quarter. Vikings have never trailed. Backcourt pressure now, Klappa all over Reeder in the backcourt. Klappa's got to be aggressive, but not careless, as he's got 3 fouls. He needs to stay on the floor. If the Vikings, I should say, if the Orioles are going to have a chance to get back in this game. Post entry, across the arc is Schmitz. 3-point bomb on the way by McFarland is no good. Rebound taken by Tyler Tilke. Tilke straight up top. He'll flip it left. Klappa cranking 3 off the side. High for the board. Taking it away from Bryce Tradick was McFarland. McFarland pushing the issue. 3-on-1. Belk, I should say that is Aird, basket and a foul. McFarland ties him up. I should say, actually, we'll check it. That is Baldwins, and that is his 4th. Baldwins just caught in no man's land on the back end of a break, and that will force him to the bench. Bryce Nemeth checks in the lineup as Baldwins will sit with 4 fouls and his team down 16 with 3:07 left in the third quarter. Jackson Schrader in for the Vikings. His first action. That's about 11 deep that Coach Hoffman's gone now for the Vikings. Aird at the line. He completes the 3-point play. He's got 17, and his team leads 40-23. They lead by that 17-point margin. Klappa, dribble drive across the paint, up and under, going into contact, draws it, no on the shot, he'll shoot free throws. Klappa 3 of 4 from the line.
Number 10, Jordan Calkins, second person.
They call that on Calkins, that is his second and the Vikings' 4th. So already 10 fouls combined whistled in this quarter as Klappa misses the free throw. So Baldwin's on the bench, team's second leading scorer. I should say third leading scorer. He misses both free throws. Nemeth the rebound. Klappa gets it back and another chance. Tyler Tilke no good, and the rebound taken by Schmitz. He Gets it ahead, backcourt pressure, whistle, timeout. Or they call a technical. Forget the timeout, the T went up and they call Coach Saberlick with a technical. So technical foul is called on the bench. So that'll be free throws and possession for the Vikings. And that puts the Vikings in the bonus the rest of the way. That was the 7th foul. Ill-timed, and the free throw was missed by Aird. When you look at the grand scheme of things, there is plenty of time in this game. You've got over 10 minutes on the field offensively as Aird hits 1 of 2. He's 4 of 6 tonight, and it'll be Viking possession. Aird, McFarland, Schrader, Calkins, and Schmitz in white for the Vikings. Inbounded Calkins. Calkins tightly checked by Klappa. Klappa's got 3 fouls as well. Baldwin's already on the bench with 4 for the Orioles. Jumper, mid-range, 15-footer is in. Eric Schmitz's second field goal, he's got 4. 20-point bulge for the Vikings. The younger Tilke leaves it for Klappa, baseline right, firing 3, rips it. Klappa's first triple, he shoots it from 40% from that distance, all the way to the rack. Contact on McFarland, he draws a foul, the 8th on the Orioles. And we have 2 minutes and change left still in the 3rd quarter. They call you get serious foul trouble for the Orioles. Klappa, Nemeth, and Wright's all with 3. If Baldwin's on the bench with 4. McFarland at the line, his free throw rims off. Noah Lorenz, the freshman, back in for WLA as Aird will sit. He's got 17, 14 of those came in the first half. Second toss on the way, that one good by McFarland, 1 of 2. He's got 8. Tyler Tilke to trigger. There's Klappa, looked at a 3, leaves Calkins behind, pinballing through the lane, got the shot taken away, stripped, loose ball ahead. Schrader draws contact before he lost the ball, and it'll be a foul on the Orioles. And I believe they call that one. They do call it on the younger Tilke, on Josh, his first, and the team's 9th already. So we still have the 4th quarter and the rest of the 3rd to go as the free throw 1 and bonus is missed. Batted around loose, controlled by the Vikings. Another look, and McFarland dribbled it off his foot, collected by Calkins. All alone, Schrader a 3, money. Jackson Schrader drops the triple, and we get a whistle and a timeout for the Orioles, who trail by 21. And we'll take the timeout as well here from WLA, back after this on TCX. A minute.
Homeowners have long relied on us for the best in flooring. Now we can design beautiful and functional cabinetry for you too. We have cabinetry for any home or business that can fit any size budget while providing the best in style and design. Every day, more and more people are choosing not only flooring, but also cabinets and countertops from FloorQuest.
There's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. Next to Steins and Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and online at floorquest.net.
Appreciate reduced energy use and increased convenience for products they depend on. And that's exactly what Bryant delivers with a new house-wide thermostat. The house-wide thermostat is your gateway to an average of 20% savings on energy costs. It works on any heating and cooling system, and with Wi-Fi connectivity, you can control your home comfort whether you're at home or away. AirTech and Bryant, clean whatever it takes. Call AirTech today, 924-6742.
Tonight's coverage from WLA presented in part by Edward Jones Financial Representative. Birchie, Pam Tollefson, Steve Millen, and Doug Shireman. Out of the Oriole timeout, North Fondy change left in the 3rd quarter. Laconia and St. Lawrence Seminary. The Spartans were in control of that one at the misses the jumper in the lane. He gets his own rebound, gets it stripped, but contact on the arm and a foul at one of the precious few offensive rebounds the Orioles have been able to get their hands on tonight. And it'll result in free throws.
Number 10 of the Vikings scoring.
And they call it on Calkins. That is his third, team's fifth. So one more to give, and the Orioles shoot free throws the rest of the way. And we've still got the fourth quarter plus a minute 23 left in the third as Klappa hits the first. Klappa 4 out of 7. He's got 13. And he misses the second. Ball batted around and controlled underneath by Herowig. So Klappa misses the free throw and a backcourt foul on Josh Tilke. That is his second. And that is the 10th team foul. So for the last 9 minutes and change of this game, it'll be 2 free throws for the Vikings on Oriole fouls. And you've got Klappa, Nemeth, and Wrights all with 3 apiece as the free throw is good by Herowig, his first points of the night. And you've got Mitch Baldwin's third leading scorer for the Orioles on the bench. He's been there since about the midway mark of the third quarter with his 4th foul. Free throw is good by Herowig. Biggest lead of the night for the Vikings at 49-27. Tilke pull up at the free throw line is short. Again, one and done. The rebound, Calkins. Calkins quickly ahead. Posting right side, powering in, and Schmidt, I should say that is 33, Noah Lorenz. His first field goal, 51-27, under a minute left. Vikings in command. Tyler Tilke trying to shake Herowig. Pinned at the elbow, nearly tosses it over and back. Klappa runs it down. Herowig tight on his hip. Spinning is Klappa. Fades it from 10 feet, bangs in and out. Rebound battle, out of bounds. Last touched under there by Lorenz. The Orioles get reprieve with 39 seconds left. And at this point, we don't have much choice. Mitch Baldwin checks in with his 4 fouls. He'll spell Josh Tilke. You've got 8 minutes left, but as cold as you replay of what they experienced last Thursday when they met up with WLA, shooting under 20%. It's not quite there, but it's not far off. Tyler Tilke, see if they're patient and work for one. No way, cranking for 3 and dropping it is Klappa. Klappa with his second triple. He's got 16. Backing out is Calkins. He'll set for 1 shot here for the Vikings. Working with it there is Schrader. Posting underneath, up high, Calkins, 5 seconds. And Lorenz nearly loses it. Who's going to take the last shot? Calkins is going to have to fire a 3 from deep, and that one rims off. And we have played 3 quarters from WLA. The Vikings in command, heading to the 4th, 51-30. Back in 60 seconds here on 96.1 TCX.
If you've been sidelined by a sports activity, a work injury,
a minute here.
a do-it-yourself project, Back in Action can get you.
Homeowners have long relied on us for the best in flooring. Now we can design beautiful and functional cabinetry for you too. We have cabinetry for any home or business that can fit any size budget while providing the best in style and design. Flooring, but also cabinets and countertops from FloorQuest.
There's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. Next to Steins and Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and online at floorquest.net.
Are you ready to lock and roll? That's right, lock and roll. Prices are on the rise, but you can keep your auto costs from going up. Lock in your rate with the new rate protection endorsement from Erie Insurance. And you'll have the same premium year after year until you make a change in drivers, vehicles, or your residence. Rate protection from Erie Insurance. To learn more, contact us at Jackson Call Insurance.
Just one call to Jackson Call.
51-30, near ahead to Victor Tilke. No, out it. Victor, excellent body control by McFarland. Whistle and a timeout. We'll keep this one here for the moment. System AirTech Heating a Fond 924-6742, or stop at AirTech's new location located at 251 Griffith Street. These are going into the 4th quarter as well. Kiel and Sheboygan Falls, the 3-6 game. To the 4th in New Holstein, the Huskies over the Tigers. To the 4th over Beaver Dam Wayland Academy, 42-27. To get you a final as McFarland has the 3-point play opportunity banked with the and 1 chance. 50 the shot under duress. He draws contact and a foul. A foul on Belk, his first, team 6th. Fight 40 seconds into the 4th quarter. A right wing cranking three missing. Offensive rebound. Few off Orioles. This time they convert. On the shot. Foul is called before it as Tim Edwards left his man in a wake to the rim. On deck, they will put Ryan Belk at the line. Good. Edwards went up, but they're going to call the foul on the floor. Belk 1 of 2 on that trip, 2 of 4 on the night, 54-32. He'll leave it for no good. Battle for the board, saved underneath by Kings. Quickly the other way. Edwards under duress. 10. They call it on Andrew Duffy.
Number 15 of the
Duffy is senior.
Tim Edwards at the line.
Commanding lead for the Vikings. And the free 4 of 5 from charity distance. Vikings looking at a possible matchup back in Rosendale against Laconia. 21 at the half. Hope to bring you fine. Off looked at a 3. He drops the triple from up top. He's out. You got to beat him on the floor if you're going to have a chance to win if you're the Orioles and Coach. Minute 40 into the fourth quarter. Reeder slows down. Mid-post aired back in there. Off to Bell. Out a bit here. Posting right block. Aired under duress. Flips up the shot. He balled around. Behind and fouled. That's the 7th on the Vikings +1 style. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. That one whistled on Belk, his second.
Orioles now in the bonus.
Toss by Tilke is good on the first. 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, New Holstein holding a lead, 3 possessions over Chilton in that D3 game, 51-44. The free throw missed, batted by Belk, corralled by Klappa. Can't get the drop from point blank to go. Gets another chance. No on the shot, but a whistle, and he will. Well, Belk has all of a sudden been a whistle magnet. He's committed 3 fouls here in the last about 3 minutes of game time. Klappa at the line, he'll shoot 2. It's a shooting foul, the 8th committed by the Vikings. Klappa good. Klappa 6 of 10 tonight. A normal 83% free throw shooter. Noah Lorenz back. And the free throw rims home by Klappa. 7 of 11. Backcourt pressure by the Orioles. 56-38, 5:50 left in the fourth. McFarland passing left. Schmitz whips the pass. It's knocked down by the rim. Loose ball out, Klappa. Klappa a 1-on-2, forcing the issue. Nice spin move, left-handed shot. Draws nothing but air, and the ball pulled away by Schmitz. McFarland easing in. There's Edwards posting underneath. Handed good. Lorenz's second field goal. He's got 4. 58-38, back out by 20. Tilke works, no on the shot. Long rebound out for Edwards. Ahead for Lorenz, goes up, knocked around and fouled. Free throws with 5 minutes change left in the fourth. They call Duffy with a foul, his second, and again shoot 2. 1+1 the other way. The Vikings have committed 8. Toss on the way and no good by Lorenz. Jordan Calkins back in as Travis Reeder will sit. At 28 now, Laconia over St. Lawrence Seminary. And the free throw no good. Rebounded by Duffy. So this one looking like a matchup of the Vikings and the Spartans on Friday. 3 ball by Klappa, no good. 2-on-1 out ahead. Strong take. Missing the layup was Edwards. The follow is no good. Klappa with a loose ball. Quickly ahead, has hit the deck out of bounds. A whistle, and we get another foul. You got 3 zebras out there tonight, so another set of eyes sees a little more. But again, the team's situation well over the limit. 58-38 is the fourth quarter score with 4:46 left in it. Again, Laconia in command. Free throw is good by McFarland. 2 of 4 off the bench for Coach Hoffman and the Vikings. And he'll spell Tim Edwards. Edwards has 6. 5 of those came from the line. McFarland 3 of 5 from charity distance, 60-38. Quick 3 straight on by Tilke, no good. Battle for the board. Taken there to meet him is Hoff. Schmitz loses him long enough to find Haraway, who will restart offense here. 4:20 left in the fourth quarter. In that Laconia score, Spartans in command, 71-27. Right powering is the 3-1s times 2 for them. They call it on. And the toss on McFarland. 5 out of 7. Substitution here as it'll be Aaron Mookie, his first appearance off. Eyes in here. Second toss on the way is 5 out of 7. Noah North checks in as McFarland will sit. Likely he'll get to rest until Friday. Tilke crossing over on Herowig, cut off there. Duffy with a dribble and a pass. Ball wins NBA 3 and change. It's short, cut off there by Herowig, flips it across the court, and a whistle and a turnover out of bounds. Going back to the Vikings, backcourt. And we'll have basketball here on Friday, and the team that they will play, stolen by Klappa. Klappa 1-on-4, reverse layup with the right hand. Pretty. Klappa finds the way. He's got 20. His team down 22. Herowig taking his time. There's Lorenz, North. Good rest now that Coach Hoffman's going to be able to get his main guys in Belk, Aird, McFarland, who get to walk by Duffy. Loose ball controlled by Tilke. Tilke a 2-on-2, crossing over on Mookie. Scoop with the left hand is no good. The rebound is taken by Lorenz. Cedar Grove and Oostburg going at it as well in Division 3. That one is Oostburg 42-40 over Cedar Grove. That one into the fourth quarter as well. Here we're at 22 points the lead out, and he goes off the window with a left hand. Klappa with 22. He's trying to go out on an individual good note as Coach Saberlook waits to clear the bench here at the next dead ball with 2:20 left, with a teardrop from 15 off the elbow left side, no good. Rebound Tilke. Tilke pull up straight on, it's a 3, and it counts. That shoots at about 40%. He did not get a chance to really crank that shot much tonight. 62-45, we're under 2 left in the fourth quarter. And contact out high, a blocking foul called on Duffy, his third, and again for the Orioles. So again, as you heard Coach Saberlook talk off the top of the broadcast, it was tough to get a feel for the rotation this season as Mitch Baldwin's missed the first. Jacob Klappa missed the first 6 games as he will sit. So substitutions has followed. You got Dexter Hahn along with Dawson Wadzadelek, Chad Miramont, Josh Tilke, and Nick Engebretson. And the free throw is no good by Herowig. So Herowig missed a couple. Josh Tilke back off the bench. His first field goal, 63-48. We're at 100 ticks left. Again, the fourth quarter at home in the 2-7 game over a 7th seed St. Lawrence. So that would mean the Vikings would be in Rosendale to take on the Spartans. As far as the season went for WLA, 148 Laconia. In Laconia was 56-50 Spartans. So the Vikings have lost 2 games to the Spartans this season by a combined 9 points. You got to feel like the Vikings have some confidence going into Rosendale. Spartans, who were the 2nd place team in the flyway and a 2 seed in this region. 63-48, just over a minute left in the fourth quarter. Vikings in command. Handing in the corner. He finds Miramont. Along the left, there's Tilke again. A dribble and a pass. There's a 3 on the way off the side, no good. Taken by Wadzadal and will walk right to left to shoot free throws. On Friday here on TCX, but it'll be will be in action. And the free throw is missed by North. 36 game going on tonight between Marcus Ann and Green Lake Princeton. And no good, 0 of 2 from the line. At 63-48, Vikings have been in command throughout, and that jumper is blocked, baseline left. Ball tracks out of bounds as well. It'll be Viking ball with 36 ticks left in the fourth quarter. At Oostburg Cedar Grove game, the Dutch up 40 late fourth quarter. New Holstein looks like they'll pull out a win over Chilton and earn the right to play Friday. 58-7 game. That was a game that New Holstein handled Chilton early in the season. Dribble, drive, strong, take in a basket. Justin Kraus off the pine, puts up 2. 65-48. Miramont cut off in the corner, right side, his pass out high, bodies down, ball down, no whistle yet. North trying to clear, still can't do it. Finally the scrum has a whistle blown, and with 4 seconds left to run things out. North Fond du Lac will end the season at 5-18. Vikings win their 14th game, a nice improvement over last season. Inbounded Tilke, and the clock will sound, and the basket, I believe, will count. It will count. So the final from WLA, the Vikings win number 14 and move to a Friday night matchup in Laconia to take on the Spartans. North Fondy season ends at 5-18. The final count 65-50. Timeout, and we will be back with the Anders Auto Parts post-game show. If you're looking for quality auto parts in the area, contact Anders Auto Parts on Sibley Street, just off North Main in Fond du Lac. Back after this on TCX. You can give me about 4 here.
Two things you only dreamed would come together. A delicious cheesy quesadilla wrapped around a beefy burrito. The new quesarito from Taco Bell.
It's the Winter Chill event at Van Horn Hyundai of Fond du Lac, Northeast Wisconsin's Hyundai Giant. New Vista launch for only $159 a month with 0 down.
Or this Sonata for only $186 a month with 0 down.
Or this Santa Fe for only $269 per month.
And we'll cover the maintenance for the term of the lease.
Giant savings, giant selection on the state's largest Hyundai inventory. Because it's all about you. Sale ends on Saturday at 5 p.m. GoVanHorn.com.
Let our experienced, helpful, cross-functional staff make you feel like a pro.
Jack's Team Sports, your local, family-owned and operated partner, providing quality team sales and service. Visit Jack's on the web, like us on Facebook, or just walk into our shop at 179 South Main Street, Fond du Lac.
The Raiders family has been pouring and producing natural film products for